I'm going to reveal to you why in 2026 you should not hire staff. I'm going to give you my examples of why I had 40 staff and I replaced them all with AI. My name is Volko. I've owned 3 retail stores in Australia, 2 of them in Sydney, New South Wales, 1 of them in Melbourne. Plus I have my own distribution business which sells my brand 13 Lives. Guys, what a lot of people are not going to tell you is that when it comes to staffing, the biggest hurdle right now in Australia is not necessarily finding the right staff. The problem is in Australia specifically, staffing has become extremely expensive. The average wage is at about $32 to $35, and the quality of staff is gone downhill, absolutely downhill. And to mention, the government gives them protection, such as Fair Rights Work Commission. You can barely tell them how to fix their performance anymore without some sort of issue. So this video is going to show you guys how to start phasing out jobs which you do not need filled by somebody that has no interest in your business, has no interest in your family's success, has no interest in earning their paycheck. This is going to be a controversial video, but it's going to help you save yourself time, save yourself money, and maybe some legal headaches. So let's get into it. When I was running my stores, for the longest time, staffing was my major hurdle. When you find a good staff member, you hold on to them, treat them right, look after them. But depending on the type of industry you're in and depending on the type of business you have, your staff, especially the good ones, they're there for the time they can be there, because people like that will naturally progress, which is good. You want them to progress. You want them to find the next job. You want them to find the next place. And the thing is, you can't always offer them that next ticket progression. So what you do is give them a good reference, make sure they've compensated well, keep in touch with them, and then you know what, if there's any positions opened up you have in your company later on, get them in. But not every business is like that. Sometimes you have a chain of retail stores, you don't necessarily need someone that has been going through the rails and working their way up. They're going to go on to a next level for another type of industry, and that's completely fine. That's personal progress. You should be happy for people like that. So when it came to my businesses, I had a couple of great, really amazing staff members, and they've moved on now to very good, successful positions, and we still talk to one another daily. But, well, not daily, but probably about weekly to bi-weekly. But the thing is, more so than not, we had a lot of people that came in with absolutely zero experience, no interest, no motivation. And you're probably thinking, well, why would you hire them? Why would you get them on board? And the answer to that question is because the quality of hires has gone down significantly. Basic jobs that you need to fill, that you'd pay someone a fair amount, has now become exceedingly hard to pay for. Your average worker that can barely use a broom, can barely use a computer, doesn't understand how to write an email, is getting $35 an hour, which is pretty much $20 less than a junior doctor. Like, if you think about it, it's pretty crazy. So what I've done is I've realized I needed to replace these roles with a system, not a person. Because a person, they'll get drunk on Friday, they won't show up on Saturday. Then they'll have some other problem. They have no need or incentive to show up to work. You are at their mercy. And if you're a business owner with multiple places like I had, well, so if it happens to you in 2 stores, one of those stores has to close for the day, because you can't always get a replacement last minute, and that happens quite often. There's nothing you can do to punish them. There's nothing you can do to get rid of them, because fair work. So you need systems. You need systems in place, AI systems. Like one of my systems, Staffless. It was designed specifically for this purpose, to help business owners free themselves. And the thing that a lot of business owners need to free themselves from is the over-reliance and overextending of their businesses to people that have no interest or no idea what they're doing. So Staffless helps people do that. It helps people free some of those needless positions, right? And when I created Staffless, I created it from that concept in mind. So now what we do is we have a system which lets you auto post, lets you do DMs, which lets you connect your inventory straight to a link. So you don't need someone putting in inventory. You can see how everything's moving. Theft is at an all-time low, and then you're able to also sell that product effectively without needing someone from behind the counter being trained up on how to sell. So it really helps with a lot of that. But guys, the big one is this. The AI revolution is only starting. People seem to think Claude, ChatGPT is replacing jobs, which it is. You just wait till they get a shell. Like when these robots start coming in, all these service roles, they're going out the window. They're literally waiting for a body, right? So this is now a great time to start getting your business ready for AI, ready for systems, ready for this new wave. And for business owners or for anyone starting a business, this is going to be the golden age, because finally your bottleneck is not going to be finding the right staff member. It's going to be building your team and building the systems for your business. So guys, if you want to build systems for your business, DM down below. Let me know what kind of industry you're in. I'm already helping countless industries with our marketing and with our Staffless app. So if you want to be interested and you want to check it out, there's a link down below, or have a conversation. Let us know what industry you're in and we can help you out.